This is what I remember out of my delusions of madness. I indulged in considerable extravagance, young, vain, good-looking, rich and uncontrolled. Not to mention witty and obliging. It's this combination of things that carries us into my darkening madness. It was around the year 1700, and the pleasures I partook in up and down the Golden Boulevard, forsaking the body but continuously feeding the mind. The noise, the music, the drugs and the alcohol, along with the strange mixture of pleasure, combined to give the soul an air of enchantment that enraptured me. This is where the delusions started. For 5 months I lived hundreds of lives and had hundreds of thousands of delusions. Never too sober, never too quiet, continuously a philosophic man of letters. I can't promise any one thing about the experiment happened or didn't. Day after day, fortnight after fortnight, I surrounding myself with ladies. I don't remember the names, only my opportunities. Making no haste but being obedient and vigilant, I laid into the sessions for several days of quantity unknown. There were smiles, there was fear, apologies, and there were prayers, there was recovery, obedience, and even some suspected of trickery. One scampered away into the night. Many other anecdotes are related which, even though they may be a little exaggerated, are nevertheless worth preserving. My spirit during this period sang on in a dimension of tunes. My mind, filled with subjects, sometimes would yell out, "Am I dying? I'm a madman," inquiring with amazement to the nothing. Ridiculous laughter overtakes me, and I would try to negotiate with my ridiculousness. It would only leave me to my fate. So good-spirited I went on to perish at the hands of this madness. I succumb only to my self-influence. That I've been influenced by my own mind is highly pleasing. Rapid perversion, laxity of morals, open vices, pernicious love of inequity, the assassination of class, the hangman of virtue, the mother of no regret. A world filled with parts of strangers' beds and stables. It begins again, sweet cosmic tempests, gears, power, a carousel on Skid Row in a cynic's land of holograms. We cross the bridge of unbound courage, suffering from a psychosis, aggregate personality infection. Extraordinary odd. My name is Abstract Jack Digital. I come from the flat land of hills twisted in Mesopotamia. I am known for my abusive consumption and sonic shamanic visions. I'm the mystic voyager who explores the dark using the third eye of monkey. I can see clustering illusions, surrounded by the methodic pulse of winter night. I awake from my consciousness, clean, upgrade and reboot. The virus Minblog is gone, replaced by a primitive sound. Its rhythm is highly addictive. It speaks to me angelic, quietly saying, "Time is a flat circle frozen in the abyss, trapped in a prelude to a dream." As we are riding a demon train to a circus graveyard, passing through man, escorting the dark souls out of the chaotic dimensions. The dark souls are mostly Robo-sapient predestination digital beings, permanently manic in classic dysfunction. Open you to your life to leave your mind to find you. Freedom is a dream you believe in the beginning, and then in the end it's we are all prisoners alone. This another of the great shenanigans, a charade for when we're human. Humans are a caravan of tired eyes, puppets and dolls. A shadowy league, proud masters of variations in necrophilia, ending in spiritual insomnia. Sounds from Venus carry space blues to Mother Earth to tell the galactic humans under the misty moon that my kaleidoscopic shamanic depth perception vision is unlimited. I am able to ascend consciousness using harmonic convergence to jam extraterrestrial cosmic interference. I'm sending my signal using space rain as a power source. last darkness falls across a magic garden, I race for the tabernacle of illusion in the psychedelic realm. 3 more hypnotic tribal rhythmic hallucinogenic drops on my skin. Here one finds a big galactic brain and the eye logic. The thing that's burning bright on the far side of dawn, it's reality. My magnification digital neuron expanding projection generator goes on the fritz. Still more alien divinity acid. I check the brainwashing of the mind, I notice an explosion in quantum madness that pushes you to look past the future of the frontiers, where people split into polarities and eventually allow clarity of vision. I can see intact the person of my mind matter. Angels and dark demonic creatures alive on the link of human spiritual perception in the event horizon of faith. Don't look into it, it sparks, I'm blinded, it feels like scrubbing my eyes with hot sand, then a sucking sensation, interstellar cosmic trans-dimensional sonic space-time continuum holes. We are consumed. I started to see space aphids move under my skin. Visual audio illusions echoed into the infinity with me, escaping mind silence. I enter the analog robot man, exploring in the multi-dimensional interspaces of the subconscious. A deep, rich, hypnotic landscape twisting into sacred forests beyond forever. Hear the silence. Still deeper on the edge of voices, a garden whose flowers produce some kind of cosmic chemical. We began to play the music of our minds, creating a collective voice that begins a groove storm, consisting of rainbow clouds, wisdom, love, curiosity, and unknown secrets. Fractured dimensions between a new beginning, evolution, a slow murder, and gambler's luck. The sound of the near future and the infinite possibilities it holds influence an intense soul frequency. Then just before mental catastrophe, consciousness, ultimately reaching a new heaven. This is not a dream. Remind yourself. Keep asking, where is reality? Particles obtrusive interfere with my minutes of sleep. The chemical Koch brothers whisper, speed matters in circles around the abstract beaver shot on my computer screen, while hours spent in the love removal machine dealing with the problems of luxury. See, I'm just an amateur mining the grid in the hanging gardens where the sky was stolen. So go on, escape into the negative reinforcement falling from your dreams. The cult of angels looking over frozen souls in the experimental motion graphic of life called Electric Black Bottom. Day 2 hour 5. I board a train journeying through my consciousness. I see visions in the horizon, anticipating a mystical encounter with myself. My spirit races as ancestral trance awakens the oracle. Project Mind Meld starts from the new world order, turning life on Earth into the silent asylum. Sedense macabre. The collapse of time pushes one towards the physical limit. Reassemble yourself under the lunar maze rays with shifting machines. The twist the horizon, turning it into cold dark matter, a conversation decaying the timeline into particles of the 7th dimension. I am maddened. The world beyond celestial trans vibrations is driving me mad. A possessed spurt blind, I dive my chariot into the throat of the moon. A lustrous spiral of astral orbs lifts the veil, revealing a dimensional gateway. I fight the shadows as celestial frequencies to birth liquid seeds. The ego's paranormal mist, a mindless mirror effect causing a holographic reality and perceptual decay. I'm walking alone in the unknown of our future as cosmic butterflies turn the skies at dawn dark. The vibrations went deeper than expected. There is something to blog about at the center of the galaxy. Gates of ancient knowledge open the way to the valley of lost existence. I hesitate in my mind, naked and stoned, looking to exit to nowhere. Radical melodies twist my soul. I fall into Saturn's jungle, a horribly slow murder. The mind carnival increases. Voodoo particles, witchcraft and karma pirates add to the chaos of the good, the bad and the freak, whom create a new conception of brain. Psycho meditation bubbles, the DNA in Mind Meld Project Oracle. I'm an inhabitant of myself. How macabre the physical collapse of time in a wave twisted the horizon. The decaying of dark matter, timelines and particles pushed into the 7-dimension states of life and light, dipping into my dream, transcribing a list of transcendentals, shenanigans, a charade for when I'm human. Dark questions piercing the boundaries of comfort. Fast melodic floating eyes blowing you for floods that warm night. A progression of hypnotic attraction. It sparks eclectic suggestion and an irresistible force driving the plot. The huge throbbing apparatus covered in a lush fold, resting in a cosmic floating playground, timeless, fluid and erotic system of raw magic. Day 3, hour 9. Beyond the point of no return, deranged with hunger, the ghost of love latched onto the rhythm in my heart. I could see my breath as I closed my eyes and prepared for the great cerebral hoedown. Children of the sun, feed me tranquilizers, dissolving who I am, a nomadic smoking monkey sitting at Samsara city station, sick to my rational depth. The eerie orchestra played life has value as I sat in the temple of conspiracy theory. Reading from a book called Once God Wasn't Silent But He No Longer Watches the Human Show. Our Shangri-La circus left in infinity. Anunnaki, the mysterious change, the script, myth killers crossing the Rubicon towards the nexus of completion. They sailed on chemical waters, feeding off the dreams of planet Earth until eventually dreaming the dreamer. Lost in the 7 worlds of the Gila monochrome digital skulls. Grand unification theory twisted and began the end of my journey back to my small strange world, like a spiral in the sky. Arranging my mind, soft rain, thunder, my heartbeat, child's play, a shirtless bastard on ecstasy at the psychedelic club, trying to get out of the Indian sun. Now hollow with weird memories that tigers are blue. So day after day I ask, is anybody out there in that urban forest listening to the old tree that talks? Upon finishing the Chronicles of Chaos, I was leaving the cave of dreams. The wolves howled like thunder. It crossed the forgotten dawn, resonating insane variations that still haunt me. My close encounters bizarre. The Nobody's tales of Fat Ray and his weather rolls. Hippies in Aquarius, songs about Armageddon. Visiting the inhabitants of the magic forest in the once upon a time, fading into the end.